Hey everybody, Horseman here. Playing more Kerbal Space Program, and Marindel, a new pilot in the Space Corps, is launching the Minmus extension base. And you'll notice that this is a little cockeyed here. It's roughly a 10-degree slope for these things. The reason for this is our carbonite base is on a 10-degree slope, and I don't want when this ship has to land here to refuel, I want it to be roughly upright. So I'm going to land this, rotate it around so that this is straight up and down, and that way whenever the new refueler ship here comes down and lands, it will be able to land on a vertical docking port. This ship does roughly what all the other ships do, which is this has a good speed fuel pump of 8. These guys have a good speed fuel pump of 7. They are pumping their fuel into these guys, so they're barely getting used at all. And as we go up here, once we get out, we're going to toss these engines aside, and then these little dinky 48 7S's are going to get us all the rest of the way. And the 48 7S's just cut out because they're out of fuel, but that's not a big deal. Oh, look at Moon up there. That's where we're going. It's about to eclipse the sun, though. Okay, apoapsis is above 80. Now it's time to dump these guys, but they have all the fuel in them, so I'm going to turn this guy down to pump level 0, which is going to put him lower than these guys. He's going to fill up. These guys are completely out of fuel, and all we have is one of these half tanks, half oranges, I guess you could call it, with fuel left in them. And I've still got monoprop in here. I probably could have dumped it, but oh well. Now we're going to dump these guys. And they're going to fly away forever, and then I'm going to turn this back up to an 8 to pump all his fuel back out into these guys so they each have a quarter tank in them. Oh, we also have new science on the ship. I'm going to do this gravity scan. I think I might have been able to do stuff while launching, but we're going to keep that data. I'm collecting it all in here, and eventually we're going to put it in something to send it back home. The reason I have science on here, even though this is going to be a base, is we're going to take these off using Kerbal Attachment System's grab option and stick it on the little ship that Voltion, I think, has been flying around Minmus, so he can do other science experiments up there on different areas when people ask for them. Also, we have a contract here to put an orbital station around Kerbin, and also a surface outpost on Minmus. This is going to satisfy both of those requirements, which means that we are going to... this one actually pays, if we expand this thing, this one pays 60 grand, and it actually had a 30 grand advance. And this one pays 244 grand and had 100 and some odd grand advance. This one here is almost going to pay for this entire flight. This is just gravy on top of that. And we're using the base. And leaving our engines behind to fall back into Kerbin. We were only 10 seconds away from apoapsis here, so I'm tilting up just a little bit to extend that out as far as possible. There we go. We're just basically sitting here at apoapsis, bringing up our periapsis. And there we go, 83 by 83, 84 by 83, perfect. Bam, we just made money. Okay, and with a moon encounter here, I have an injection burn that will get us to Minmus using 912 of our 1,053. We might need to stop at the Minmus refueling outpost in order to land, but I still don't think so. It is a pretty long burn, which is a problem. But we'll do what we can. I am going to be a stickler to hit this, even though it's... You know what? I'm not going to be a stickler to hit it. I'm going to actually look at the map mode because I remember that because of the fact that we are so off, we're going to have to burn manually here to get this up because it's not going to be the same as it would have been if we had burned perfectly. However, we are still getting a very nice Minmus encounter here. Actually, it's better than the one I planned. I'm going to burn very slowly here. Whoops. That's the best I can expect to really get. We could turn on RCS and go backwards. There we go. Perfect. You guys are on your way to the moon. And look at that. There's a encounter there, which is pretty awesome. I said earlier, actually, we were going to the moon. That's actually true now. However, however, we're not actually staying there. We're just gonna visit the moon. Okay, we're in Moon Sphere of Influence, getting tons of this gravioli data, which is awesome. I'm basically just clicking this button every time it comes up. I love this auto collective gravity data here. I'm just like clicking really quickly to grab these as they fly by in time warp. It's awesome. I can actually do the science in time warp without right-clicking anything. Okay, while waiting for the Minmus base extension to get to Minmus, the Duna satellite not only is leaving Kerbin's Sphere of Influence, but it's also got its burn to do. So we are going to go down and do its burn. Okay, 33 seconds over, but that's not a big deal because this is such a tiny little burn. I'm actually going to try to nail it exactly. That's the best you can do. Okay, so we're going to stop this. We are going to check out his new Duna encounter now, which is obviously going to be very good considering the orbits are freaking out. Yeah, that's as good as we can really expect it to be. I'm going to manually add a Sphere of Influence change. That way, this thing doesn't freak out and not actually ever get marked up as set up. Okay, Minmus base extension. We're going back to you. Okay, the base here is coming into Minmus' Sphere of Influence, which means we're going to have all new gravioli thingies. Yay, gravity scan. Keep it. Okay, now Minmus, there you are. Oh, we've got some things to do here. But first, we need to get this guy docked with the fuel station, because with 597 meters per second, I don't think I can land this thing from this kind of an orbit. So we're going to set this as our target. Can't really tell what our ascending and descending node is here. Not a big deal, but we want to burn kind of... Come on, there we go. We want to burn north, like so, and radially outward, like so. About like that. Maybe a tiny bit more north, but we can fix that later. And I'm just using this to get roughly where on the nav ball to point. And we're just going to do this burn right now. Nice 10 meter per second burn. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now we're going to add a maneuver here to both slow us down to get into orbit and also fix our descending node, or our ascending node, which is, can't see it because the tooltips are working. Our ascending node is 4.6, so we're going to burn south, so that becomes lower. 0.3 is perfectly fine. I don't know why I'm fiddling so much with these. I can just fix it once I get there. So 200 meters per second. We have that in the tank. I should probably check out this station and make sure it has fuel at it. And if it doesn't, we can bring the other ship up and give it some fuel. He does have fuel. He has more than enough to refill this guy to get him to land. So here we come. We got the gravioli detector raring to go here. We're going to grab these gravity scans as we get them. And we're going to stop right here. And we are going to kill the node. And do the rest of this by eye. We need to target you. Okay, if we burn retrograde now, then we're going to have a nice encounter that we're going to use this purple one. That should be really good. 0.3 kilometers. I like it. Where's the base? Is it in our... Oh, we're just entering its sphere of influence now. Okay, it is coming quickly. Where is our retro... Oh, God. Oh, God. What did I just do? I collided with the base. Oh, no. That is horrible. Marindel, you're fired. No, it's not your fault. I never thought I would be that close. I never thought I would get that close. Oh my god, that's terrible. Now the question is, can we survive this? Okay, we are heading back towards the base. We lost one of the command pods and one of the wheels, both of which are kind of critical to this whole thing working. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to use Time Warp. And I could have actually gotten through this by hitting Time Warp, but that would have been cheating. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. Now the question is, what did we do to the fuel station, though? Luckily, nobody was on the fuel station. That's a plus. Oh, we have no reaction wheels now. This just gets better and better. Okay, we have to wait for sunrise. And there it is. Okay. Marindel, get over there and assess the damage to the station. Yeah, luckily all we lost was this one side. And I hate to say it, but I think I can land this thing without it. But I have a feeling we're going to be bringing up a new landing base. Sadly, I'll probably do it off camera after I land this one. Okay, we're coming in at 0.5 meters per second. I wouldn't be surprised if that wheel is actually still out there somewhere, because the wheels actually have a fairly nice crash tolerance. It's the command pods that don't. Okay, well, the base here still has all of its engines, it looks like. It has the cupola still. Looks like it might be missing a solar panel. Did we seriously crash one solar panel into our command pod, and that's what we lost? That's seriously what it looks like. The claw thing is still there. Yeah, the station is missing one solar panel. Okay, let's look at the station. Yeah, we crashed into the station's solar panel, their single solar panel, with one of our modules. Let's see F3. Pipe endpoint collided with Rockomex Jumbo 64 fuel tank. Mark 1 lander can collided into Jumbo 64 fuel tank. That's weird. So the 64 fuel tank survived. It was the lander can and the pipe endpoint on the end of it that collided with it and caused the problem. And yeah, the solar panel thing is still here. Not a huge deal. The orbital station is fine. This thing is fine. All we need is a new base. Oh, that kind of sucks, though. I'm mad at myself, as I should be. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, we're on the wrong base here. Okay, there we go. Let's set this as target. Let's control from here. Away from the station a little bit so we don't hit it again. We're going to rotate... This guy is not balanced to connect to the space station either with empty tanks or with this thing connected. However, it does have this nice big reaction wheel, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal to get docked. And let's actually turn everything off. And let them dock. Yay. Okay, this guy actually pumped his fuel out into this guy. That's wrong. What we want is, I think we just want all the fuel out of this thing. So let's go ahead and do it. That's probably way too much. Balance these guys so that they have roughly the same amount. Okay. Now, he should have plenty of delta V now to land this thing. It's just the question is, do I want to? Which one died? It's the one on the upslope. So in theory, the center of mass is going to be going through here. I think it's going to tip over when we land is the problem. I wonder if I could Kerbal attachment system attach something to that so it rests on it. Can I grab these with Kerbal attachment system? Or those 2x3 solar panels, although you don't want to be using those to rest on. Oh! Alexander! You were in the station when that happened. You were probably having a cow. Go ahead and hop out, Alexander. You could have died. Not that that's anything abnormal in this Space Corps. But let's see. What can we attach to that thing? Let's see if you can take this. I don't think you can. I think this is too big. Yeah, these are too big. You can set that as your target. Don't grab onto the claw there. You don't want to get yourself clawed. We could put a pipe endpoint facing down here. That's not a terrible idea. We don't really need pipe endpoints on the station. So let's go ahead and grab this. Mostly these are just up here as spares, in case we need them for anything, like, you know, we broke our base. I think we're right over the base, too. Isn't the base right down there? Maybe it's... Yeah, it is. It's right there. Okay, so get over here. Let's go ahead and attach this. Right there. That is definitely not going to help all that much. But it's the best we can do. Now, get back in the space station. It's all about the space station. And then we are going to try to land this guy, because it's daytime down there. Let's go ahead and decouple. You are going to stay up. You have plenty of delta V. No, you have no delta V. Let's go ahead and pump him back up to 8. 485. That should be plenty. Okay. Let's plan our landing, and let's try to do it better than our docking was. Okay, here's our target. So we want trajectories on. Now from here, we want to come down roughly there. Pretty much perfect. Maybe slightly more minus. That works. So let's make sure we're not crashing into the station here. Okay, we are going to hit the gas now. Hoping we're not aimed at our base still. We are actually aimed at our base, but not perfectly. We're going to fly by the station here one more time. And I do mean fly by it this time and not at it. Sorry, Alexander. we might bring you home and give you some hazard pay for manning the station while Marindel was crazily flying by it. Okay, we are heading almost perfectly east. The base is perfectly east of us, so I'm going to burn so that our prograde is exactly on this east-west line here, because that is going to be perfect. Now, I actually want to go into orbit mode so I know where a retrograde is. There we go. We have 468 meters per second, which is more than enough to successfully land. Oh, we are off-center a lot. I'm going to turn RCS on to help us maintain stability. I didn't think about the being off-center part. Ideally, I'm going to kill our velocity right as we are right over the base here. I think we're going to be kind of close to that. But not really. Not a big deal. If we have to, we can land it and then figure everything out later. Actually, this is a pretty good way to aim. There we go. We should get the direction we're going up, be up on the nav ball here, so just so we know where everything is. Now we're coming in this way. Can actually use the translation controls. We have plenty of monoprop. We don't need to worry about wasting monoprop. We don't want to be in orbit mode. We want to be in surface mode. Get our velocity out here. Just go ahead and zero it right now. And then -2. Yeah, because I passed him, the way I'm used to flying is upside down, so I need to turn the base around. Okay, whoopsie. We definitely don't want to do that. Ah, why am I keep doing that? Why am I keep doing that? Okay, we're going to go to -1 now instead of -2. Whew. We have 200 meters per second left of the tank, which is plenty. I think even if we were to fall down right now, we would still be okay. But we need to land this guy and then figure out... I actually already know. I want this to be on the upslope, so we're going to just do this right now. We're rotating this way. We are touching down. I am hitting X to turn everything off. We're turning off the computer and the RCS. And we actually want to be the opposite way, I think. Yeah, we want this to be on the downslope. Because if we do this, we're going to be way tipped over. And we want our brakes on. Yeah, this is not a good landing thing. Another possibility, and I just thought of that, is to bring up one of those pylons, stick it on the ground, use the torque to get this thing up like this, and then stick the pylon into the ground. We are balancing on two wheels. Yeah, if we flip this thing around, I honestly don't know if that's a good idea. Let's try it here. Oh, this seems like a bad idea. Oh. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Oops, wrong way. Let's turn this guy back, whoops, around the way he was. And then turn the brakes on. Yeah, I think what we're going to need to do, and I should have actually thought of this, is get the SAS on this guy so he is perfectly upright like this, and then use the pylons to stick him perfectly. I think we're actually too far away from the base, which kind of sucks. We want to go this way. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him fall on the ground here. Wheels are off. SAS is on. We're gonna leave both of those things the way they are. Now, while you sit here, very straight up actually, which is nice. We are going to switch to the base. Let's get you know what, Freak. I want Freak out there. Freak is the man to do this kind of a job. What we need here is we need to hook this guy to this base via pipe. And we only need one pipe because the base already has a pipe right there. So we're going to grab this. I'm glad I didn't give up on this thing up in orbit, because this I think will be fine. Now we're going to attach this here. Then we're going to link. Then we are going to... Can we cancel the link? No. Okay, we're just going to link. We haven't had any crashes yet. I have had many problems with Kerbal Attachment System in the past. And boom! Nicely done. Okay, now this thing is at least moderately connected to the main base. All the torque is this way and this way, so it's probably not the best connection ever. But it's the best connection we can do at the moment. And once this guy leaves, we're actually fine. Let's actually look here. Is this guy being pumped into? He is. From here, we're actually out of fuel. We actually, you know what? I want to bring up more fuel tanks because we can fill up 5 fuel tanks, but we only have 2 here, which is a problem. So we definitely want more fuel tanks up here. So we're going to bring up another Minmus base, and we are going to, and I'm going to do that off camera. You've seen me flail, as the case may be. We can also start a monopropellant converter here to fill up the monoprop when the time comes. But we're just going to leave this sit, and we are going to, I almost want to get a try connection here. You know what, Freak? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead. Make sure this base is pretty stable. As stable as it can be. Yeah, flop yourself on the ground while you're doing it. But we are going to go over here. We're going to attach this, let's say here. We're going to hit F5. Then we're going to link. If I can click the button. There we go. Then we're going to go over here. I think I'm going to land on top of this capsule here. Oh, we also got the contract for landing the base on Minmus, which is always nice. Go ahead and link this. Now he should be pretty stable. We got links going everywhere here. Let's look at these contracts. We got to build a new surface outpost on Minmus, which gives us a lot of money. We've got build a new orbital station around Kerbin, which I already had, and so we got that money, which is always nice. Now, Freak, get back in your ship. We're also going to need to start thinking about a... Whoops. We're going to eventually be putting an extraplanetary launch pads, drilling station, and all that stuff on here. This is crazy. I can't believe I did this. But yeah, we're waiting for the fuel and all these guys to fill up, so that he can do this. We also have we got science, gravity scan, and seismic scan. We're going to keep those. I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn off auto collect, and then we're going to turn it on this guy, because this guy is now no longer useful. This is our new Minmus fuel lifter. This has been it has never even been used, but it's no longer useful. Also, oh, there he is. We need to put the science on this guy, and he's going to do some more surveys. I'm not going to do that on camera. But next, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here with a new more fuel tanks, and then we're going to kind of latch this guy down so that he's set forever. We're going to take fuel up to the space station. We're gonna bring parachutes so that we can put them on this thing and we can recover this guy. Yeah, just crazy stuff. Lots of stuff's going on. I am happy. I recovered from my mistake. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I am Fifth Horseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.